Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are continuing our topic on the ultimate solution for eye bags, but today we are going to talk about how to properly support our spleen and kidneys. In last videos, we've already broken this topic down from both traditional Chinese medicine perspective and a structure at the agent's perspective. By now, you should understand one key idea. Under eye bags are not just a local issue, they reflect out whole body conditions. But before we get into what to do, we need to clarify a deeper question. Why are under eye bags related to the spleen and kidneys? And why is it that if you don't understand this logic, no matter how much you do locally, the results won't last? Now, let's start from the root logic. In traditional Chinese medicine, there is a very important concept called fluid metabolism. It means that water in your body doesn't just move randomly, it needs to be transported, distributed, and eliminated. Once this system slows down or gets blocked, water starts to accumulate where it shouldn't. And under the eyes, is one of the easiest places for fluid to collect. If you want to know exactly why, you can watch my previous video, the link is here. So now we look at the two key systems, the spleen and the kidneys. Let's start with the spleen. In TCM, the spleen is responsible for transportation and transformation. You can think of it as your body's logistic system. Its job is to move fluid to where it should go, instead of letting it sit and accumulate. If the spleen becomes weak, fluid doesn't move. It turns into dampness and slowly settles downward. This is why many people notice their eye bags are worse in the morning and feel soft or watery when pressed. But here's something even more important. The spleen also governs the muscles, which means your tissue's ability to hold structure is also related to spleen function. If the spleen is weak, tissues becomes loose and the support decreases. So even if there isn't much fluid, the area can still sag and form under eye bags. Now let's look at the kidneys. In traditional Chinese medicine, the kidneys govern water. They act more like your body's drainage system. If kidneys function is weak, fluid cannot be properly eliminated, and it stays in the body. This type of under eye bag is usually long-term, recurring, and difficult to go away on its own. But the kidneys also have a deeper role. They're said to govern bones and produce marrow, which relates to our structural support. If this system becomes weak, the eye socket loses support, and the fat is more likely to protrude outward. That's why some people notice that their under eye bags become more obvious when they smile. So let's simplify this. The spleen determines whether fluid accumulates. The kidneys determine whether fluid can be eliminated. And together, they determine whether your structure can hold everything in place. That's why some people have puffy bags, some have sagging, and some have protrusion. And this is also why if you only focus on massage, lifting, or skincare, you may see short-term results, but it always comes back because you are treating the surface. But the real issue is how fluid flows, where it goes, and whether your structure can support it. Under eye bags are never just about eyes, they are the reflection of your entire system. Now, let's talk about what to do. If you think you can just supplement your way to better spleen and kidney health, that's too simple and often misleading because both traditional Chinese medicine and modern medicine point to the same truth. Function is shaped by how your body is used, not just by what you add to it. Let's start with the spleen. The spleen is most affected by two things: overload and lack of movement. First, regulate your eating rhythm. We need to avoid extremes like overeating or random fasting. Some of my clients asked me before, I tried intermittent fasting, but it damaged my stomach. Then I ask them how they did it. They say, "Oh, I just pick any time and fast for 16 to 18 hours." That's not structure, that's chaos. Our body runs on rhythm. If we disrupt that rhythm, our digestion gets confused and our hormones get disrupted. So instead of obsessing over fasting hours, focus on something simple but powerful way, eating regularly. Let our body know when to digest and when to rest. That's how we truly support our spleen. Second, avoid excessive cold and processed foods. Too much cold food, raw food, heavily processed food can slow down digestion and block fluid movement. I know this may be a bit outside of what Westerners typically eat, but I want to say we don't have to avoid them completely, but we definitely need to understand our body's signals and identify our personal wellness code. Listen to your body, tune into how it feels, and take action to regulate it. In future videos, I will be sharing selected insights from my course on how to find your own personal wellness code. Third, move your body. The spleen is a system that needs movement. If you sit too much, circulation slows and fluid accumulates. Even simple daily movement helps. I recommend at least 30 minutes of Zone 2 training daily. Zone 2 exercise can also activate our mitochondria. If you haven't watched, you can click the link here. Fourth, manage stress. In traditional Chinese medicine, we say overthinking damages the spleen. In modern science, this is called gut-brain axis. Our brain and gut are consistently communicating. When we are stressed, cortisol rises, digestion changes, and appetite becomes unstable. So normally, when our emotions are unstable and our digestion is also affected. Now let's move to the kidneys. Think of our kidney as our foundation system, including hormones, fluid balance, and recovery. First and foremost is our sleep. This is the most direct and easiest way to support kidney function. If we stay up late, our hormones get disrupted, our recovery drops, and fluid metabolism is affected. Second, water and salt balance. It's not about drinking more water, it's about whether your body can move and eliminate it. Water leaves the body through kidneys, sweat, and metabolism. If those slow down, water gets stuck. And how about salt? Do we really know how to intake salt? Salt helps maintain fluid balance. Too little or too much, both can cause problems. The World Health Organization recommends less than 5 grams per day, and the American Heart Association suggests around 3.8 grams. But the kidney is not a restriction, it's flow. Third, lower body and core function. Actually, this is something many people overlook. The kidneys are closely related to what we call lower body stability. From traditional Chinese medicine perspective, the kidneys govern water. They are not only responsible for fluid metabolism, but also connected to our body's function and structural support. In other words, how stable our lower body is. From the modern medical perspective, our lower body is actually the largest pump in the body. When our calf and the thigh muscles contract, they help push blood and lymph back upward, moving fluid from lower body back into circulation. But if we sit for long periods and don't walk or move enough, this pump is barely working. And this leads to a very common pattern. Circulation in the lower body slows down. Pressure builds up in the upper body, and the fluid is more likely to accumulate upward, which shows up as facial puffiness, more pronounced under eye bags, and often worse swelling in the morning. And our core muscles also play a critical role. The core is not just our abs, it's our body's entire stabilization system. When the core is weak, pressure distribution becomes inefficient, and the circulation becomes less effective. It's like the whole fluid pathway becomes restricted. So you can think of it like this. The lower body pushes fluid upward, The core stabilizes the pathway, and the kidneys regulate the overall flow in and out. Only when those three systems work together can fluid move properly without stagnating. So, supporting the kidneys is not just about supplementation, it's about allowing our body to use the system it already has, which is its natural pump and structural support system. When our lower body is active, our core is strong and our circulation flows. In this way, we will naturally see a reduction in puffiness, fluid retention, and accumulation in the upper body. So, to wrap things up, supporting the spleen is not just about supplementing, it's about bringing your body back into rhythmic, well regulated state. So, our digestion and fluid transformation systems can truly start working again. Supporting kidneys is also not about just adding more, it's about restoring the body's natural ability to repair, to regulate, and to efficiently eliminate what it no longer needs. When digestion is functioning properly, the circulation is continuously flowing. Sleep is supporting recovery, and the fluid can move freely in and out of the body. Then our spleen and kidneys are naturally being restored and balanced. And as those two core systems stabilize, we will start to notice that many surface level issues like puffiness, sagging, black circles, and even eye bags begin to regularly improve on their own. In the next video, we will talk about dietary strategies to nourish the spleen and kidneys. Don't forget to subscribe, follow along, and give your effort the right direction. I will see you in the next video.